I actually categorize AI opinions in three different boxes. One is what I call dystopia AI, which is those who acknowledge that AI is a serious existential threat for humanity. So we talked about Jerome for the Millennium Project. Here you have the Center for Human Compatible AI, the Center for Human Technology, Future of Life Institute, human-centered artificial intelligence, and of course people like Kay Firth Butterfield at World Economic Forum or John Havens at IEEE. I wouldn't say they're dystopian, but I'd say they acknowledge the existential risk and are careful with it. The most dystopian, for the anecdote, for those interested, are people like Nick Bostrom, the author of Superintelligence, and these are very important works. I think that is actually one of Bill Gates' favorite books. Stephen Hawking, Elon Musk, Professor Stuart Russell, Max Tegmark, who wrote Life 3.0. And I understand the debate. Everybody's going to take these characters with a pinch of salt. Elon Musk is like, okay, he says it's the most scary thing, but he's busy developing the same aspects. Bill Gates, he created the second or third most valuable company in the world, Microsoft, and basically that's a very strong proponent. So it's all very well to say they're acknowledging the serious risk, but I think it's still a start to acknowledge that versus ignoring it. The middle bucket is what I call prag-AI-matic, as in pragmatic in relation to AI. And this is probably most technologists and most technology companies. It's basically the thesis is AI has benefits, you need safeguards, but we understand that it may not be that obvious to have anticipatory governance to anticipate all possible outcomes, and therefore we're pragmatic. So that's people to follow like Oren Etzion, the CEO of the Allen Institute for AI, John Havens, who I mentioned earlier, IEEE. He has a very good book called Artificial Intelligence, where he says humanity offers options between dystopia, robot dominance, and utopia, tech enhanced natural abilities. And it's for humanity to figure out where it stands. People like Andrew Ng, the co-founder of Google Brain, former chief scientist of Baidu, people like Douglas Rushkoff, Team Human, James Lovelock, who wrote Novacine. So these, for me, are characters who publish a lot, who are representing important organizations, who are pragmatic, acknowledging the need for safeguards, but pretty much in the middle road. Basically, humanity will determine where things go in that. And then you have the third category, which I find the most interesting, but it doesn't mean that I adhere to that perspective. But it's interesting because it really fits nicely with Jim Dato's third law. If you write something, it should be surprising. What I call utopia, but utopia. And that is the other extreme of dystopia, which is AI has strong benefits which clearly outweigh any imaginable risks. And they even point towards singularity. So the most famous is Ray Kurzweil, so that head of machine learning and AI at Google. He's one of the big proponents of transhumanism, and you can see the link between transhumanism and these topics. Other proponents are people like Max Moore, Natasha Vita-Moore, Martin Rothblatt. You then have people like Sam Altman, one of the founders of Y Combinator, who runs OpenAI, Peter Diamandis, Demis Hassabis, who's a co-founder of Google Mind, even Zuckerberg, I guess, to an extent. So these are kind of like, yeah, I get it, but really the benefits outweigh so much the risks that it's okay, we'll figure it out.